So that means transport services. If you take an example, transport services for a company, what are the basic requirements? Cabs, drivers, application. So whereas a private cloud is like nothing but internal employees that are providing the transport service for internal employees. If you take the example, TCS company, they do have their own transport services. So they used to run one app to book the cabs for the employees. The employees used to go with the cab. I mean, they used to go with the app to book the cab as per their routes. So any company visit, if any client visit, they used to utilize the services or else pick drop for the office. So that is nothing but like a private cloud. So that means in initial days, private cloud was started. Example, Microsoft, Google, they have important information in the cloud. So which was not, they didn't offer any shared for any of the customers. So just they were used only for the internal use. That's a private cloud. If you take the example for the public cloud, here this is for all transport services. Here also the same we required again, cabs, drivers, application. So best example I could take Ola, Uber. So that means public cloud is nothing but nowadays Microsoft is offering, Google is offering, AWS, Amazon are also offering. So they do have their own data center as well as they do have a space to share to other customers with that is nothing but public cloud. So they do. So moreover, public cloud is nothing but everybody can start it using the cloud. So that is about the public cloud. Most of the vendors nowadays, they are coming for only the reason they could not have their own resources, but they would like to start a Rackspace is one of the best examples. If you take, so it is much popular. These guys to provide the cloud spaces. This comes under the public cloud. Whereas a hybrid cloud is a combination, we could say that they do have their information in the cloud as well as they are selling their space to the customers. That is a public cloud. Let me show you some examples. If you take the public cloud, multi-tenancy Azure. So I mean to say, moreover in public cloud, we used to run the best example I can take Office 365 services, Salesforce also comes under this. And if you take the private, so system center products like DPM, SCOM, SSCM, so etc. And hybrid, moreover it related to the networking stuff, I could say that secure private connection between public and private clouds. That is about the hybrid. There are three types of clouds. One is a public, private, hybrid. Why cloud become popular? What was the main importance of the cloud? If you see here, capital. If you compare the on-premise and the cloud products, previously in on-premise, how we used to do that? Initially, there was physical environment. The infrastructure was in physical environments. Then after that, the next days it was much more popular, virtualization. After physical, the next introduced virtualization. It was very much popular. Then finally, cloud came into the market. The physical environment was like, everything was on premises and there was no redundancy. If you really want to make a redundancy, I mean to say backup. If one server goes down, so like another server should be available. The application should not have any downtime. We need to make every application server one more additional server. That's the way we need to build the physical environments. It was very cost effective. The reason whenever you have 20 plus 30 plus servers, it's very difficult to make a physical infrastructure with a redundancy. So that was very difficult, and additionally disaster recovery is also very slow compared to other solutions in physical environment. So we need to order the new hardware, the replacement, the installation of operating system, network stuff, backup agent installation. Finally, we can restore the data from the backup. That was a physical environment. Coming to the virtualization, so like here little bit for change. At least in redundancy perspective, we don't need to invest as much as physical environments, but still I could say that it is not 100% secure. The reason, virtualization, we could have a multiple server infrastructure and everything within a place, but something goes wrong. For example, there is a fire accident, so kind of flood effect. Like example, if you take Chennai recent flood effect, if some of these small premises, they could have only one data center. In that situation, everything will go down. So whereas this kind of issues will overcome with cloud. That's a latest solution. In cloud, the market, two are booming, AWS, Azure. Both have their own importance. If you see here in virtualization, for example, the company, it's a new company, they would like to start, they simply they cannot invest more money for the IT stuff. I mean to say, purchasing servers, taking software, licensing, and kind of infrastructure. And even again, initially they need more IT guys like to manage this environment. So whereas AWS is a good thing is like startup companies, it is they could utilize they can show the customers we do have a good infrastructure to maintain your projects and everything. They could make this kind of belief for the customers going with this AWS service in Azure. This kind of cloud products I need to say. So let's get into this more. If you see here, what are the elements of the cloud computing model? Elasticities, so scalability. That we need to say we are not the new startups. They are not sure how many days it could continue. It could be like success. They used to have a plan A, plan B. If something goes wrong, what happens? Then they cannot invest more money for the IT stuff. So in this situation, they say that Azure or AWS is more useful. They could say that in Azure perspective here, they used to pay whatever they use. They don't need to invest more money for that. So whenever they run the virtual machine, say even you subscribe for the Azure, you're not going to pay unless you start use the resources. That's one of the greatest advantage in this. And even we can make a plan, short-term strategy, long-term strategy easily. The regional, for example, you're not sure initially, you started with the 2 virtual machines. In future, you got many projects, you have to host many websites, you need more resource. So you do have an option to scale your infrastructure without investing additional money. But whereas in physical infrastructure, the same thing if you take, so we used to plan every time in on-premise like 5 years. Coming 5 years, what hardware we required we used to purchase. We could get the project or we could expand the solution after 2 years, but even though we used to purchase right away. Mostly we used to follow this kind of SLS protocol. So here what is happening here, unnecessarily we are investing more money. So that's one thing. And previously, like we were invested more money for the IT stuff. So now it is going with the cloud. We don't need to invest more money. And what else advantages in Azure? For example, so initially there is a one website, only 20 users was using. So I took very less resource. So I could pay only for that particular time being, whatever the usage I did. But generally you see nowadays like Amazon, Flipkart, these guys are using the kind of big sale offers. In certain days what happens, so many user hits will be there on the websites, so then they should have a very good resource particular time. So for that particular time, they cannot invest for a whole year. So like taking more resource. They don't want to waste that. So in Azure, there is an adjustment for that particular 4 days. They would like to apply more resource. So then after that, they can again decrease the resource normal usage. So that's the way they can get benefit. They're paying only for that particular duration. So even that billing will happen only whatever you use. They won't take extra charges also. That's one more good thing. So before that, you need to understand one thing. What kind of meetings are there? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. We used to hear like what is IaaS, PaaS, SaaS, which I should learn, which is related to me. Some developers who could be there, IT guy, system admins could be there, system architects could be there. This course is for everybody, developers, system administrators, and architects. So, but which area they need to focus more? So, just let's discuss about this. Let's understand what is this diagram. It will give you more idea of what exactly is, what PaaS, and what SaaS. This is a traditional infrastructure. I mean to say on-premise product. I could say that it could be a VMware, it could be a Microsoft, or whatever it may be. So you can see here everything will be managed by the local IT team here. Whereas the same scenario, if we take infrastructure as a service, this green highlighted will be managed by the Azure. Whatever the blue highlighted will be managed by the local IT team. On-premise IT team, I could say that. So that means we used to start with the operating system installation. So then whatever the operating system you take, then what are the data application you require used to set up on that. This is the infrastructure as a service. Sorry. And whereas the next one is a platform as a service. Here I can take here like a best example for this applications. The SQL is the best choice. I could say that CRM, ERP stuff. So moreover, we used to manage, we used to start set up any kind of business analytics applications. We used to set up on this PaaS. It comes under this PaaS. There is no specific, there's IaaS, option, PaaS option. Just we used to call based on the infrastructure. We used to call these names. Whereas the last one is a software as a service. The best example we can take both 365 email services. You can see here. If I take SaaS here, Office 365, the best example. SaaS, platform as a service. This is for developers mostly. You could see here. So the developer, whenever they would like to start about a new website, they can go with a new virtual machine and they can create a web service. Then immediately it will replicate on the Azure portal. Then they can download whatever the interface they use, Visual Studio, so in say Java or whatever the developer, they could download those particular tools. They can start do that programming, whatever they used to do that. Coming to the infrastructure as a service, this is for system admins. They used to start the Azure virtual machine setup and the backup stuff and the networking stuff, everything. They will take care of this stuff. To say networking stuff is nothing but virtual private networks, VPN tunnels between the on-premise to the Azure, this kind of stuff they used to take care of. What are the benefits? Obviously, closely integrated with the other Microsoft tools. So the reason Azure, why it become very popular, within a less time, they were already occupied. Microsoft was occupied all the areas. Honestly speaking, this cloud started with the AWS. But at the same time, Azure also took that very fast for the last 3 years. They target all the small to mid-level premises. Now both are best competitors, I could say, in the market. The reason Azure given more offers for the customers because of their applications already using by the customers. It is easy for them to make the integrate with their environments. Let me tell you one thing. Coming to the here, in Azure there are three. I could say that we could manage web portal is a one way. Previously we used to go with the classic portal actually, which was outdated. I could say that. And classic portal looks like this. Let me show you some diagrams for this. It looks like this. Previously manage.windowsazure.com. So we used to have here virtual machines, mobile services, cloud services, SQL databases. I could say that portal-wise it was pretty clear with a very less options. But it's very difficult to configure something. The sub options are very less in the old portal. So then here, what was the one more thing I could discuss? Previously, if we create a virtual machine, we cannot change the resource until unless we need to recreate the virtual machine. We were initially when we started with Azure, we were not happy. The reason we started one of the setup application server, then we need to increase the resource for that. We didn't have a chance to increase the resource directly on the virtual machine. There is only the way we need to delete the virtual machine by keeping the hard disk. We need to recreate the new virtual machine by adding the existing hard disk. That's the way we were managing the environment. It was very difficult. Some few days I could say that. So that they overcome with this one by introducing the new portal, which looks like this. Let me show you this. This is a new portal. The new portal. So we can change the virtual machines whenever in running state. Resources we could modify. That's one good thing. Even network perspective also we could change the settings whatever we require. Anybody have any questions? Okay. So let me show you one diagram so which you could understand what concepts will be highlighted in this module. So these are the models. Either we used to go with the virtual machines, websites, cloud services, mobile services. So in virtual machines, we used to set up for the virtual machine we require the storage, what kind of storage we used to pick, and which subscription we used to take. There are a couple of models in subscription also. Let me show you the portal idea. You can see here. Whenever we would like to start a new virtual machine, we need to make sure the storage account first. After that, we need to make sure resource group. A resource group which will maintain all the information for the virtual machine stuff like networking, storage, the user, everything. So previously in an old portal, we used to go with the first the cloud service, then storage separate, everything was separate there. But whereas everything they brought into one area, one tool, that is resource group. Once you create the resource group, we can utilize in future as a reference template for the coming new virtual application service or any kind of virtual machines. In this course, we are going to discuss more about this, storage. We used to start with the virtual machines, then Azure Active Directory, how we could set up and what is the interlink with that. Then networking stuff, what kind of networks will be available, what are the types, and how can we set up on-premise to this Azure. Then we used to discuss about the backup stuff, how to take the Azure backups. And apart from that, we used to discuss about the SQL stuff and databases. I need to say, how could we create a database and how can we interlink with the virtual machines, and what is a public IP, what is a private IP. Moreover, this kind of discussion will happen in this course. And coming here, so let me show you. So nowadays, that the job you got going graph like this, it is the market. Moreover, they're asking Windows Azure and or else VMware Azure, any kind of virtualization knowledge this Azure. These are the more of the requirements that are happening in the market. The reason to the people who have some knowledge about the like a Windows or let's say it could be Linux, it could be a virtualization, it could be added advantage for them. But even if you don't have existing Windows knowledge or let's say virtualization knowledge, it's not difficult to learn this course. I could say that. And what is one more important thing why the Azure become very much popular because of the data centers. They don't have plenty of data centers throughout the world. That is the reason they are able to give the 99.9% they're giving the agreement for the customers. Your data will be safe. Your data will not go wrong because of the infrastructure they do have. That is the reason. So nowadays people used to say that cloud is not secure. I think why should we go to the cloud? Yeah, it is happening. Why it is happening? They're not choosing the right vendors. Third-party vendors, which we cannot believe they could use. They could take our data, they could misuse the data. We are not sure about that. That is the reason. So customers are looking branded vendors. To say Azure, it could be Amazon, it could be a Google, who are well-established and reputed vendors because of the security perspective. They used to believe. And once we set up the Azure for trial account, 30 days we can run, we can utilize any resource on this. We used to get in Indian currency 13,300, whereas in US currency $2,000. In 30 days period, we can utilize this. After 30 days, then it will as the option, it won't convert, it won't take any charge. For this subscription, we need to submit the credit card details, but we don't need to worry about this. It won't get charged anything unless we go with excess access, it will give us alert. If you allow that, then only it might go. Unless it won't get any charge. That is a lab perspective. Everybody used to go with the free trial accounts. And moreover, then some of the commercial concepts also used to discuss here to create any resources, virtual machine resource and network resource. So web portal as well as how we could create this kind of stuff over the PowerShell. We could discuss about that also. So this is one of the basic setup. I would like to show you here. How it will be there, Microsoft Azure Resource Group. Resource Group contains everything you see. So virtual network and here availability set, external load balancer, internal load balancer. So when you create this kind of availability set, it will have one more copy. So which obviously it will be a cost effective. It will move the additional cost. But whenever the company thinks it's a very, very important resource for them, it should not go down by at least in minutes also, then they could have this kind of solutions. As per the resource important, they could invest money on that. So these are the Azure thing, components. Just let me show you, this is the pricing part, pay only for what we use. So then one more greatest advantage compared to the even at AWS, I could say that permanent billing. The reason in AWS we didn't have permanent billing. So if you, for example, use only 5 minutes, even though you get the bill for 1 hour. But whereas in Azure, only you get the bill for 5 minutes. You don't get more than that. If you compare on-premise in the Azure product, you used to get more savings, even short-term and long-term, if you make a plan. That is a good thing. Azure introduction. Anybody have any questions?
Hello.
Yeah.
Cover
Please go ahead. Any questions?
Praveen,
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Are you covering those topics?
So can you please start those topic names? The reason I'm not, just your voice is cracking.
Is there any prerequisite to learn this Azure?
No, I don't think. I mean, basic Windows knowledge will be added advantage if you have. Okay, I mean, if you don't have Windows knowledge also, it's not difficult to understand. I could say that.
Also, Microsoft, this Intune topic will be covered, right?
Yeah, it will be covered. So the guys who mentioned all the topics, Ranganath and Mohammed, both all will be covered, guys. Whatever the topics you mentioned, web role and work role, VM role, all will be covered.
Yeah, thanks.
Anybody have any more questions? Okay. Thank you all. Thank you. See you in the next session. Thank you. If any questions, please shoot me and let me know. I'll be in 2 minutes. I'll end the session if you don't have any questions. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for joining.